This podcast is about the peace research by the Austrian sociologist Franz Jedlicka. He is writing his dissertation at the University of Vienna. Please note that the text is automatically translated and may contain errors. Jedlicka first investigated whether there are links between a high level of violence in children's upbringing in different countries around the world and their tendency to engage in armed conflict. He summarized the results in his e-book, The Forgotten Peace Formula, which is available in German and English. He also described them in articles that are available on the Internet, for example on pressenser.com or on Researchgate. This initial research was strongly motivated by the publications of Alice Miller, who also described a linkage between childhood and wars. Jedlicka then broadened his focus by including other aspects that indicate a high level of acceptance of violence within a society, by developing the culture of violence scale. This scale does not only contain worldwide data about the lack of protective laws regarding violence against children but also on legislation regarding domestic violence against women, violence against prisoners and violence against LGBTIQ+ people. Other factors in this scale are the practice of the death penalty or torture. This research project is based on Johan Galtung's concept of cultural violence, and might be expanded with other items in the future. Jedlicka summarized his research at a peace conference with the words, "In the 21st century, wars are only started by nations in which already children and women are beaten. Because it is not forbidden. This also applies to Russia, for example." However, he emphasizes that this statement is about starting a war, not about defending oneself after an attack, as is currently the case in Ukraine, for example. As a result of his peace research, Jedlicka recommends the peace mainstreaming strategy, a peace policy that consequently prohibits all forms of violence within a country by law. A legal ban of child corporal punishment, domestic violence against women and so on. Of course, he also emphasizes the importance of equal rights for women for world peace, which has already been well researched. This should be complemented by the promotion of peaceful masculinity and active fatherhood, something that is called caring masculinities. But Franz Jedlicka also points out the insidious danger of violence in the media. In his opinion, it is a contradiction to strive for peace in foreign policy on one hand, but to constantly broadcast violent films and reports on crime on the country's TV channels and to let children play war games in their rooms on the other hand. Both lead to a loss of empathy, a central term for Jedlicka's research, which he, like Arno Gruen, considers to be the most important factor for peace.